Here we are, the Pest House. Hello, welcome to Ev's Historical World, and today we are at Odiham, known for King John's Castle and RAF Odiham, the home of the Chinooks. And today we are going to see the Pest House in the southwest corner of the churchyard. Look at those old buildings, old timber. All the walls lean in slightly. See that wall? It's just leaning slightly into the alleyway. Odiham's an amazing town, and you should be able to see the church now behind these trees, which is where the Pest House is. We'll go see that in a sec. In 1376, the Commons demanded that stocks should be set up in every village. You can see the stocks down there. Here you can see the church and a bricked up window. Looks really strange. You have all this old flint making up the church, but then you've got all these new bricks blocking the window. By the looks of it, behind these yew trees is the Pest House. Clean it up or you'll have to pay the same amount of money that will cost you King John's Castle. Here we are, the Pest House. Now this single room building was built in 1622 to house the ill inhabitants from infectious diseases like the plague and smallpox. But today it's a museum. Can you imagine lots of ill people all crammed in here, in this tiny single room building? While slowly dying from the plague and smallpox and more infectious diseases. Here you have fossils found in the chalk to the south of Odiham, and some petrified wood used to make the buildings. Hypercoarse flue tile, Roman coins around 1,800 years ago, and clay pipes. If you've watched our mudlarking video, then you probably already know that clay pipes are very common when mudlarking. Sometimes you can find many next to each other. And here we have an earthenware jug, which, once again, when we were mudlarking, we found one right at the end of our second mudlarking video, which we had the cork in because it was preserved underneath the clay. This is from a brewery, and here you can see ginger beer, and then honeycomb, perhaps 200 years old by the looks of it. It says on there, recently removed from the roof of factory cottage, the brewery. So that honeycomb has just been left there when the bees abandoned the nest over 200 years ago, and it's just been sitting in their attic for over 200 years. Handmade nails. You can tell they're handmade because they're square. As today, we make round nails and they come from all the factories. There are also musket balls and lead shots from the Civil War, because we're only a few miles away from Old Basing House, where there are 3 sieges, but only the Great Barn remains. All the stone was taken to rebuild the houses, as Oliver Cromwell told all the locals that all the stone's free, just take it. And that's what happened to many castles and stately homes that are now ruined. Here you can see things all slowly falling to pieces. Looks like they've had to replace the windows. All these old tiles. Now you can hear the bells in the church. And then here you have the chimney for the fireplace, the only source of warmth at the time, because heating of course wasn't a thing, so it must have been very cold when they couldn't get the fire going. And around here they have the more comforting almshouses. Old Court, listed grade 2 almshouses, and they were founded by Sir Edward More in 1624. Look at this tiny little old building that is the Pest House, and all these new modern bungalows. Here you can see the original door to the Pest House. And this, I'm only 5'1", and I'm taller than this door. And you can see here on the lintel above, on the door frame, touching it, not on tiptoes. And here you have a very old chair. You see, got all the woodworm in it. Please treat it with respect, but you can still sit on it. You can also donate to the Odiham Society. Thank you for watching Ev's Historical World. Please like and subscribe.